Welcome back to part 2 of turning myself into a bedsheet princess for D23. I'm currently working on the princess hat, aka hennin, for my outfit. After I patchworked together my bedsheet pieces and attached the fabric to the poster board, it was time to decorate. I have a bunch of ribbon and lace that I thought could be good potential options. I played around with a few layouts before attaching anything, but ultimately decided that the lace looked a little too busy and covered up too much of the princess fabrics. I did have this super skinny ribbon though that I thought would be a cute accent along all of the seams. I decided to just very carefully hot glue these on, which probably would have been easier with a slightly wider ribbon, but this was all that I had. It turned out cute though, and I liked that the patchwork was still the main focus. Next came the daunting challenge of getting this thing into a cone, which turned out to be really tough. Here's me wrestling with it for like 20 minutes. Eventually I was able to hot glue it together with the help of some binder clips, but I did have to go back afterward and smooth out some of the fabric areas that you see puckering. In hindsight, it probably would have been easier to wrap the fabric and ribbon onto the cone afterwards if anybody is trying this. And to hide that edge, I just glued down some more of the same ribbon. Next, I clipped around the bottom and wrapped that excess fabric into the hat and glued it down so it would be a nice clean edge from the outside. Then I added some of these cute little bows I had down the front and some ribbons to tie it onto my head. I also left a hole at the top of the cone to put my fabric through later. Okay, so for the sleeves and the top of the hat, I'm going to be using this chiffon fabric. It's super flowy and kind of like exactly what I'm looking for. I have never worked with chiffon before, but I have worked with organza a lot, and that's basically like its evil stepsister, so I'm sure this will be fine. So I went ahead and cut out the sleeves, which were actually super easy. I basically just freehand cut a giant oval shape and then cut a smaller circle off center for my arm to go through, which made the perfect flowy sleeve shape. To attach this to my dress, I'm just going to make some armbands essentially out of some more sheet scraps that will just slide under the existing sleeves on my dress. The elastic on those is pretty tight, so it should keep them in place. So I cut out 4 armbands and sewed them into loops. Then for each arm, I basically just sandwiched the sleeve between 2 of the loops and sewed it all the way around. Then I pressed that seam and finished off the top. Finally, I finished all the way around the raw edge with a rolled hem on my serger. And here's how the sleeve is looking. Then I just used my remaining chiffon for the top of my hat. I tried a similar oval shape, but when I tested it on the hat, it was way too heavy, so I ended up just cutting that in half. I finished that edge all the way around, then to attach it to my hat, I just tied the end in a knot, stuck it in my hat, and hot glued it in place. And here's the finished hat! I did end up adding one more additional oval chiffon tier on top to give it a little bit more movement. I love how both my hat and the sleeves turned out, and I think they're the perfect additions to my dress. I am so excited to show y'all the full look this weekend at D23, and I would love to meet any of y'all that are going, so please say hi if you see me. But I'm not done yet because I still have one more look that's getting a couple upgrades this year. Come back tomorrow to see what else I'm up to.